The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And it looooks like the Panthers. Look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. 5 yards on the game. Game's first play, second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Patterson on the carry and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. brings up
an early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Turnover on down.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Mike, check, 59. You can't check. 59 Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
Mike 5'9". Set the tone, defense.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
59 Mark. Check, 59.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
60 Bison. Check three. Hey, Viking, 18. 19, Lion.
On 2nd and 2, Bridgewater. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Bears.
Now Trubisky on first down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
Trubisky's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Robinson's got him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
It's a gain of 10.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
46 to Mike. 46.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts it on. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to score 2 scores. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
That's what I want right there, baby. I want that. Come on.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
46, boy. 46.
Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bears.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
7, Bears 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. From From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now the throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Trubisky. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but hey, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and they end up making the play.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Let's go. 36.
They'll run on first down. Patterson able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 6.
Let's get it. Boom. Butt stop.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Mike 46. You don't see me.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They run with Patterson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears.
Complete to number 80.
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bears have cut it to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Panthers 14, Bears 9. Pat O'Donnell.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Watch the run. 58's the money.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
Come on. Strong right. Double 18. Wings. Get it, Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
19 tight. 19 tight. 58 right there. Here I come. 58's the money. 58's the money. Check it out.
Bridgewater. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Focusing on me was from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Hey, bro. Mark 56. Mark 56. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Black. 65. 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 59
And he'll be taken down near the 20 of the 21.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
all day, just like that.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater, and he's got it complete to Anderson, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Trey Boston.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Don't say nothing. Mike 59. Mike. Defense, get out the field, defense. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mike, check, 59. Trap 60. Fellas, let's set a tone. 59 Mike, check, 59. Let's go,
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Carolina 1st. Bridgewater to Moore.
How about a a guy proving his worth in different ways. Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 43. Mike's 59. I know he ain't got it. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". He don't know no better. Mike, check, 59.
Bridgewater now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is at 60. 59. Read the word. 59. Mike's 59. Know your job. Go.
Here's Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. 20. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 45.
No. Switch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Complete.
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23
Cool under
yards.
pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
56 for Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's try.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
7 yards.
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Yetur Gross Matos able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Christian McCaffrey.
A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
59. Mike's 59. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
Bridgewater to throw it. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a game.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
56.
Here's Trubisky. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Get him. You got him. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. 19 Lion. Blue there. Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. You're not ready.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Tackled back
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
58 for Mike. Let him know.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Watch twist. 18. 56 is the Mike. I'm going to run you over. Check three.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Zach Kerr, the big defensive tackle, the one to get him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught. He'll be in for a touchdown. And they're a 2-point conversion away from tying this game with 0 seconds on the clock.
And understandably, this crowd is in an absolute frenzy. But they've got to back it off a little bit, let the guys operate, and they need to take a deep breath as well. They still got to get a 2-point conversion in order to tie this one.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? One final shot. They look to throw. This is caught. And, he stops short of the goal line, and the defense celebrates as they've won the football game. A harsh way to lose this when the comeback bid there at the very end, falling just a little bit short. Probably had the play they wanted dialed up but couldn't convert.
And that's always where it's difficult because they had no choice here. It wasn't a decision to kick it and go to overtime or anything like that. No, they had to go for 2 to try and tie it up and get to overtime. They had their play dialed up, didn't get it done, and that's really tough because in today's NFL, you have a bigger list of 2-point conversion type plays, and you actually work on it during the week in practice. As you noted, they just didn't convert there.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.